Good morning, student. So in previous class we solved exercise 1.5. Now after that there are some law of exponent we already learned in grade 8. Many more law are there, but here we only talk about some of them. So first one is a to the power n multiply with a to the power n, where a is a base and m and n are the exponent. So if the other two exponent form are given where the base is same and then a power may be different or may be same some cases, then you have to add the power and base will remain same. We talk about an example. Suppose there are two numbers 5 to the power 2 and 5 to the power 3. So here you can see the power is 2 and 3 but base are same 5 and 5. So simply by using a law or formula you can write base will remain same 5 and you have to add just the power, and power are given 2 and 3. So here you will get a 5 to the power 5 and then you can find the answer, okay, or you can simplify. Next one is given a to the power n and then again power n. So you can see there are 2 times power are given. In that case you have to just multiply both the power. A is base, there is a power m, and then again over the bracket there is a power. So here you have to multiply both the power. We talk about example, suppose 7 to the power 2 and then 7 to the power, again over the bracket is a power 3. So simply you have to multiply both the power, then you can find 7 to the power 6. Okay. Next one is given a to the power n and a to the power n. Okay. You can see this is just opposite of this one. Here is a multiplication and here is a division. Again the base is same, a power are different, but when it is a division you have to subtract the power, a power of denominator from a numerator. So if you talk about example, suppose 10 to the power 3 and 10 to the power 2. In that case you have to subtract, base will remain same 10 and you have to subtract 3 minus 2. Okay, subtract power of below number from a upper. Next one, a to the power m and b to the power m. Then you will get ab to the power m. Here you can see the base are different. Here the base is a and here the base is b, but the power are or exponent are same. So here you will get ab and power is m. Suppose you talk about an example, 7 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 3. These are the two exponent form, 7 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 3. Base are different, 5, 7 and 5, but base is same. Base are different, 7, 5, and the exponent is same. In that case you have to just multiply 7 into 5 and power will remain same. So here you will get 35 to the power 3. Okay, so these are the some law of exponent. Using this we will solve the next exercise. Okay, so now the exercise 1.6, question number 1. We have to find the value. There are 3 questions are given. I will solve the first one and remaining 2 you have to solve. So the first one is given 64 to the power half, or even you can say that root of 64. That means root and power half is both are same. Okay, so in that case first of all you have to find out the exponent form of 64. For that you can use a prime factor. So if you talk about the prime factor, that is 64, start with a 2. If you divide by 2 you will get a 32. From that the second question we will start, because in next question it is given 32 to the power half or something else, you can check. So if you divide, here you will get 16, again divide you will get a 8, again divide you will get a 4, again 2 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means there is 6 times 2, or you can say that 2 to the power 6. 6 times 2 are there, that means 2 to the power 6. So you can write 64 equal to 2 to the power 6. Okay, using a prime factor. So we move to the next step. So in place of 64, we will write In place of 64, you have to write 2 to the power 6 and the power half will be as it is. Okay? Next, we just talk about some law of exponent when the other 2 times power. If we talk about a to the power n and again power n, then what we will do? We will multiply both exponent. So same as it is here, the base is 2, then there is a power 6 and again over the bracket there is a power half. So if we open the bracket, 2 to the power 6 and multiply with half. We solve this part, 6 multiply with half. There is no denominator, that means there is a 1. Now we can divide numerator and denominator by the same number if it is divisible. So you can see 2 1 are 2 and 2 3 are 6. So here you get a 3 times, that means 2 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 3 means 8. How? 2 to the power 3 means there is 2 times 3 times 2, 2 and 2. 2 to the 4 and 2 4 are 8. That means 64 to the power half equal to 8. Even we know under root of 64 is 8. Okay? So that's the solution of question number 1. Remaining 2 you have to solve. So now the question number 2. Again you have to find the value. 4 questions are given. I am going to solve. Third one, 16 to the power 3 by 4. You have to find the value. Again same as it is. First of all, you have to replace the base in a exponent form. So if we talk about the 16, in place of 16, what we can write? If we divide by 2, we will get 8. Again divide by 2, we will get 4. Again divide by 2, we will get 2. Again divide by 2, we will get a 1. So how many division we use? We use 4 times 2. 2, 2, 2 and 2. That means in place of 16, we can write 2 to the power 4. So here I will just replace 16 and 3 by 4 will be as it is. So in place of 16, I will write 2 by 4. Again, we will talk about the law of exponent. So we just learn a to the power n equal to a to the power m multiplied by n. That means you have to just multiply both exponent. So 2 to the power 4 multiply with 3 by 4. If we solve this part in the again there is no denominator, that means there is a 1. You can divide numerator and denominator by the same number. So 4 1 are 4 and 4 1 are 4. So only 3 is remaining here. Okay. So 2 to the power 3 means 4 to 4. So here you get a 2 to the power 3. And 2 to the power 3 means here 3 times 2, 2, 2 and 2. So 2 to the 4 and 4 to the 8. So here you will get an answer 8. Same like this one. If we talk about one more, like fourth one is given a negative exponent. So 125 to the power minus 1 by 3. Let's see. 125 to the power minus 1 by 3. So first of all, again we will change the base into the exponent form. So 125 is not divisible by 2, 3 and then we will try with 5. You have to just use a prime number, not a 4. So 5 divided by 25 divided by 5, 25 times, and 25 divided by 5 times, and then 1 time. So you use 3 times 5, that means 5 to the power 3. So in place of 125, we can write 5 to the power 3 and 5 to the power 3 and again power is minus 1 by 3. If you open the bracket, 5 to the power 3 multiply with minus 1 by 3. Again, numerator and denominator of exponent are divisible. So here you will get only 5 to the power minus 1. Now if we change the numerator and denominator of p and q with each other, we have to change a new exponent from positive to negative. As we learned earlier, a to the power a by b to the power n equal to b by a to the power minus n. That means if we change numerator and denominator with each other, the exponent will become now positive to negative. Even you can use in the reverse direction. So here, if we want to make it positive, that means it will become now, you have to just replace numerator and denominator, and this is no denominator is given, that means there is a 1. So 1 will be in the upper side and 5 in downside. So answer will be a 1 upon 5 or 1 by 5. Okay. So the last question of our exercise, it is given simplify. You no need to find the exact value as an answer. You have to just simplify the question. That will be your answer. Okay, using a law of exponent. So if we talk about the fourth one, you can see the question is given 7 to the power half and multiply with 8 to the power half. Here you can see the base are not same, both base are different, 7 and 8, but the exponent are same, half and half. In that case, if we talk about the law, a law which can be applied, that is a to the power m and a b to the power m. When the base are different and power is same, that means in that case you can multiply both the base and the exponent will remain same, that means m. So if we apply this one, so 7 multiply with 8 and power will remain half. So 7 multiply with 8 you will get a 56 and 7 to the 56 to the power half. So that is the simplification of this question. You don't need to find the answer in the root value of 56. Okay. So with that your chapter is over. In next class we move to the next exercise, next chapter. So till then complete the chapter 1. If you have any problem you can ask. We will try to solve. You can use another book, a different question from different books. Okay. So thanks for today.